Tell me, Mona, about your company.
It's called Diversity Communications Group. It's in Irvine. We're just moving it from Riverside. And we publish 4 magazines for diversity and recruitment.
And the one we're most interested in is Professional Women. How long have you had that one?
That one in particular is 10 years old.
10 years old, a decade. Okay, so you as a woman business owner publishing a magazine with a lot of readers who are women business owners, what have you learned over the last 10 years about running a business that you can share with people that maybe are considering starting their own business? What's like the three tips you'd give a woman business owner?
I would learn about human resources. Make sure you have some accounting or a good bookkeeper. And I would find someone that can help you in marketing sales if you don't have any of those fortes.
I read recently, it was a study that talked about women that owned companies that were $1 million or more. What are some of the traits that they had? And it was one of them was to look at the numbers. Those women looked at the numbers every single day. Is that something that you do? Because one of the first things you said was an accountant or someone to help with that.
You know, I don't, but I know it's important to look at. For me, I do think finding the right people is key. If you have the right person in the right job and make sure that they enjoy what they do, then I think you'll have a very successful company.
Some big plans for expansion. I'm not sure if you're talking about that yet, but as you expand and grow your business, how have you had to adapt in terms of how you manage your people and how you run your company? Expansion and growth can be painful, I think, sometimes.
It is. That's why I need to look at my business plan, my marketing plan, and take it step by step, as to who I need to hire and what I need to do. But yeah, there's definite growth in what I want to do.
Do you stick pretty close to your business plan?
I do.
A lot of people start with a business plan and then they just kind of wing it after that. How often do you refer back to it?
Almost daily. I'm always looking at my goal. I'm a very visual person, and a lot of people in my office I make them become visual also because I believe you have to keep looking at your vision and your goal to get there. And sometimes you lose sight of the goal, and that's why maybe people kind of veer off that plan. But if you look at the plan and you know that you need to, for example, increase the hits on your website, you can go off on a tangent. But if you just focus on that and keep coming back to it, do the other things that need to do to support it, but make sure that you're always looking at the ultimate goal. Okay, this is my goal. I need to stick to it. So you don't fall off and then come back and go, oh no, my numbers aren't up there, but hey, I'm really good at LinkedIn. Hey, I'm really good at Facebook, but I don't have a lot of hits. And that's because you missed out in the advertising. You missed out in whatever the information you needed to put up there. You have to keep looking at that goal.
Okay, so tell me just a last question for you about your kids. You have 2 little ones.
Yes.
How do you run a company and maintain your your time with them and being a mom?
I'm an early bird. I wake up very early.
How early do you wake up?
I wake up almost every morning at 4:30. So does my husband. My husband's an early bird. And yes, we do sleep early, but I try and do everything around them. But my hours, my work are mainly 6 to 2, and they're in school, and I try really hard to get everything done very early in the morning or in the late evening after hours, so I can be a mom.
So you built your company really to work around their schedules too.
It kind of worked out that way because I have to call the East Coast a lot, so my hours of operation are fairly early, but it makes it a lot easier to know that I could do so much work from 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m., and I also have help in the morning. I have great help in the morning, and I think that's key in anything, for your business, for your home, if you're a working mom. If you have great help in your office and at home, you can really almost succeed at anything. You really can, because I still volunteer at my kids' school. I'm actually the house mom. What do they call it? The
room mom.
The room mom. But because I go out of town, I've asked another mom, hey, when I'm out of town, because I'm very organized and I schedule it all.
So you're delegating even as a room mom?
I delegate even as a room mom, but you know what? I'm probably the most organized mom out of the 20 kids in that class, and my daughter enjoys it and I enjoy it.
You have to be to make it work.
Yeah, and I do. So Terrific. It's not like I run away from those duties. No one volunteered. I'm like, I'll do it. I can do it. No problem.
I'm sure you can. Thanks, Mona.